those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, is give you live free sports picks for the primetime games. And let's take a look at who will help us out. It'll be the professional cappers over at Pick Dogs. We'll take a look at the group 4 tonight as we got Jeff Jeter join us, Brian Bitler in the house, James Clark filling in again today. He'll be on Skype. Joe Duffy in the center square, Jovan Burts, Goran Kucar with us, and the co-host will be Chris Ruffolo, and Joe D'Amico from windy Las Vegas, Nevada, having that cap on very tightly there. Joe, keep that wind from blowing it off the head.
Absolutely. Very windy in Vegas, but I feel that it's going to be good. The weather is changing. Sun's coming out. A little bit windy, but that's okay, because the crew here on the Pick Dogs panel is going to make everybody money. Doesn't matter what the weather is.
Doesn't matter. All right, let's take a look at how they'll line up today. It's Duffy, D'Amico, Clark, Burts, Bitler, Ruffolo, Jeter, Kucar, and then I will close out. It's a full book, Chris. Lots of action tonight. Get ready. Ready to go?
Oh, absolutely. We got to go out big. We got to finish the week strong. So full 9 capper lineup. I'm ready for it. Let's get it started.
Let's go. Let's welcome into the show right now Joe Duffy. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium to lead us off. Joe, how's it going?
Going pretty well. We had some bad weather here, although it's beautiful now, but I know a few of my neighbors in adjacent neighborhoods even had power out for a few hours. So hopefully my man Joe will get past it just like we did last night. But we had some scary moments as well.
All right, Joe, let's take a look at the game tonight. 9 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass Channel has the Utah Jazz at home to host the Memphis Grizzlies here with the Jazz laying 9.5. Total sits here at 229.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are playing pretty well. They've won 3 straight, all of them by 8 or more, yet they're a big underdog. My goodness, I should definitely be going with Memphis, right? You want to ride that hot underdog. Well, hashtag fake news. Fading big and hot underdogs under some specific circumstances that apply tonight. 282, 185, and 9. But yet Memphis, they've been a great road team. 10-7 straight up on the road. That's better than their home record with their 11-13 straight up. Except, again, splits never hold up, will very rarely hold up. Going against teams that are on the road now and are better on the road straight up is 140, 85, and 7. And again, it's an example of using the odds makers' knowledge against them, is what I like to say. The Sportsline model, which is one of the better ones out there, has us covering 58% of the time. The NBC Sports Edge gives us a nice advantage, a strong play. And then Odds Trader, which is half decent, especially as collaboration. They got Utah winning by 12. So the Jazz minus the points. W marks the center square.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the Jazz laying the 9.5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, Chris, looking at the Memphis area, looking at Memphis here, not really shooting the ball very well.
No, they haven't, and I'll tell you straight up. I was on Memphis. I got it in at 11, so I like that number a lot better than I like 9.5. And seeing it starting to go in that direction, maybe I'm starting to feel a little less confident because like contrarian angle. But Tony, like you said, if Memphis doesn't shoot the ball well tonight, I think they're going to be in trouble against the Jazz. I was just going on based on the fact that this is their best stretch of basketball, and they're ratcheting up defensively. But like we say, if you can't get the points on the board, it's not going to matter very much how well you play defense. So, like I said, I got it at 11. 9.5 makes me feel a little less confident in it.
All right, looking here at the line move here big, but the Joe Duffy here on Jazz laying the 9.5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, Joe, let's build that bankroll up before the big March Madness continues with the Sweet 16 over the weekend. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we got 5 winners tonight, backed by my highest rated play, which is a Wise Guy, and it's got a staggering statistic that's 2292, 1908, and 81. That includes 43 and 12 this season. Also going back to 2015, it's been tremendous. And I just uploaded my NCAA tournament games for tomorrow. And in fact, literally just finish it off. We'll have 3 more for Sunday. As soon as I get off, I'll make sure they are uploaded as well. So lock into a long-term package. You'll not only get Friday night, you'll get Saturday. In a matter of minutes, I should have the Sunday plays up as well.
All right, get on board here with Joe Duffy. Get that long-term pass. You want to save money? Buy a subscription. That's the best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. That 3 or 7 day pass from Joe Duffy. You'll get every player releases. We've got the Sweet 16 Elite 8 here coming up the next 4 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That 7-day pass will get you covered with Joe Duffy for this next 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. And of course, when you do that, you'll also get on a long-term passes NBA as well. So great value right now with that 7-day pass from Joe Duffy there at Pick Dogs. All right, Joe, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
We shall, gentlemen. Another great show tonight.
All right, Joe Duffy here on the drive-through. All right, let's continue on here on the show. It's time to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to go ahead and welcome to the show Joe D'Amico. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs. Him doing very well right now in the NBA. So let's go ahead and dial in Joe D'Amico right now. Let's see. I think we got him ready to queued up. All right, Joe, how's it going, my man?
Absolutely wonderful, Tony. Chris, thanks for having me. Proud to be here. Proud to finish off the weekend. Going to the Sweet 16 this weekend. Oh, how sweet it's going to be.
That's right. I think you gave us a winner with Michigan against LSU last time. You did very well, by the way, on the show.
And I'm pretty sure Chris went against me again. That's a whole other time. We don't have to bring that up again. Yeah, Tony, very excited. My free pick record here on the drive-through show after Monday's winner with Michigan, 48-19. Very excited. I got another winner for everybody tonight.
That's right. Another winner from Joe D'Amico tonight here. He's been very good to us here on the drive-thru. Let's go. NBA action. The Orlando Magic here to host the Portland Trailblazers. Trailblazers now to a 9-point favorite, total 216.5.
Well, Tony, Chris, everybody out there, I've seen this game move from 11.5 down to 9.5. Tony mentioned it was 9 just before we went on the air. There were a couple 9.5s around, but there is a lot of 9s around. This is strictly a numbers play for me, folks. Prior to the trade deadline, Orlando became one of the busiest teams. Departed, granted, some big names, but in no way should Portland be laying double digits or close to it to any opponent. This is a team that is point spread poison. They've covered just 3 of their last 10 outings. Yes, guys, they can shoot the 3, and yes, they hit most of their free throws. But their defense is absolutely deplorable. 29th in field goal percentage, 27th in points allowed. And the Magic, guys, they can rebound. Orlando, 4-1-1 the last 6 as a home dog. Take the points with who? Abracadabra, the Magic.
All right, Orlando Magic here. The play from Joe D'Amico +9 against Portland. Chris, we look at Portland's defense here, give up nearly 51% shooting past 5 games. It's a back-to-back spot. You got to take a look at their injured stars that are on the court here, or actually who returned if they'll play here in this back-to-back spot. You always got to worry about that. And, of course, one thing to note, yes, they did trade away Gordon Fournier. We made fun of those players thinking, but there's not a whole lot of value for these guys. They're the worst shooting team in the league, and they're in the starting 5. And matter of fact, Chris, Orlando's used to playing without Fournier and Gordon because they've been on the injury report quite a bit this season.
Yeah, they have been, and this is why I like I said, I liked the Blazers at points last night just because I was thinking, you see the Magic trade away 3 of their cornerstone pieces, and it's just like, how are they going to contend with a Trailblazers team that, yes, while the defense is bad, they're still putting up points. But it's one of those things where now seeing the line start to drift is probably a stay away from me spot. But I look towards the under in this spot actually. Tony, we talk about the Magic and their lack of shooting, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Blazers rest a couple guys tonight, just in a bit of a look ahead against the Magic. So and that could be another spot for the line dropping as well. So like I said, probably a stay away spot for me in this one.
Yeah, I got news here from Lillard here. Lillard rest will not play here. So Lillard is a scratch for Portland. So better news there for Joe D'Amico on the right side here with Orlando +9 here in a back-to-back spot for the Portland Trailblazers. All right, Joe D'Amico, you're on the right side again. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs? You are killing it in the NBA. 900 units of profit documented. We got a big card from the NBA tonight.
Absolutely, Tony. 2 huge NBA winners on the Pick Dogs board tonight. My top-rated and high roller plays as one of the world's most successful NBA handicappers once again this season in winning percentage. I also posted an NBA second-half season discount for just a few $100. And Tony, Chris, as a 9-time Major League Baseball handicapping champion, guys. 9 times. Guys, I have a huge discounted package for the baseball season. It's a nickel. It will pay for itself in no time. Whether you're a $50 player, $500 player, or $5 player, this will pay for itself in the first few plays. I promise you that. I'm looking forward to a sweet, sweet 16. Just to let everybody out there know, right after this broadcast, I will be posting 6 winners for the Saturday card in college basketball. 2 NITs and all 4 NCAA Big Dance matchups. I will have all 6 going up within an hour or so after this broadcast. They'll all be up tonight. And it's going to be a great Sweet 16 for anybody that follows Joe D'Amico. But please, get on that second half NBA discount. I am on fire for several months, and we're going to stay that way. We're going to burn your book right in his butt. We're going to take his money all the way to the bank, straight through the finals. And baseball, guys. Baseball season. Joey D, Louisville Slugger. Well, I'm going to knock your book right out of the park. I promise you that.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Joe D'Amico over at Pig Dog Trim. You see the numbers here, 900 units of profit. That is all documented. When you go to Joe D'Amico's profile page, you'll see the plays right there for you. You can check them out. He's got a one-day pass, but again, he's got those long-term passes. The discounted rate here on the second half NBA is up. He's got a value right now on his baseball pass. Or if you want to go 30-day all sports, you can do that. It'll cover March Madness. It'll cover 30 days of the NBA and, of course, the first 3 weeks of Major League Baseball, because baseball is right around the corner. He's got that Louisville Slugger ready to knock the ball out of the park in Major League Baseball. It's 162 games this season, and Joe D'Amico is ready to nail it out of the park. All right, Joe, as always, great to have you on the show. Have yourself a great evening. Enjoy the Vegas this weekend, and we'll talk with you next week.
Tony, Chris, all my dear friends on the panel, my best buddy, my bash brother, Brian Bitler. Listen to these guys. They're going to make you money. Guys, to everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
Absolutely. Joe D'Amico here on the drive-through. I'll continue on with our coverage. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started here in the morning every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. It's Mitch, it's Rod Zawacki, it's Brian Bitler. And guess what? The weekend's coming, so you got Ron Romanelli as well on the panel. So if you want to tune in tomorrow, we've got 6 college basketball games for NCAA, 2 NIT. And of course, the NBA and NHL will be covered tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, then we have those 2 YouTube premium shows. You can follow there's a link description below us to get information on those. And of course, the drive-through Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And what we always talk about, guys, is that thumbs up, that like. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build our audience, Chris.
Yeah, it absolutely does. I mean, we always say it doesn't cost you guys a cent. It's right underneath the video you're already watching. If you just scroll down while we're even giving this spiel and just hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, it allows us to, give more quality content, get the cappers on here, because then everybody wants to be part of the drive-through. Wants to be part of the morning show when they see, how much exposure everything's getting to maybe fresh sets of eyes, or even the Pick Dogs family that we have right now. Either way, we appreciate all the support, and we couldn't do it without you guys.
That's right. We appreciate all the support, guys. So thumbs up, those likes. We appreciate it. All right, now it's time to continue on here on the drive. We're going to give Chris a little break, get him a little rest. We kind of work him a lot, so it's his rest time right now. So let's go ahead and go on to Skype.
It's my TV timeout.
Your TV timeout now. We got him, he's been working hard. But let's bring in right now James Clark, who has been doing great work over at Pig Dog Trim, coming off a 4-1 day, having a great NBA season. James, how's it going?
Pretty good, Tony. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. All right, let's take a look at the game. You're going to look at the NBA here as we got the Pistons to host the Brooklyn Nets, and I think that line may not be correct. Yeah, well, it is 6.5 right now, 7 in some places. All right, so you're going to have to shop for the best number. Total sits at 219.
When they didn't know if Harden was going to play, it was at 4 or 5. Well, I really loved it then. I still like it now at 6 or 7 because Harden is playing. But if you look at it, the Pistons are 8 and 19 against Eastern Conference opponents. This year, they've only covered a spread 21% of the time in their last 10 games. They're 3 and 7 in their last 10 games. So this Pistons team really ain't a good team. And I know the Nets are they got all kinds of injuries. But when Harden's in there playing, even though he's like the only other the superstar, the other 2 are out. The team comes together and play. Brooklyn right now they've won 8 of their last 10 games. They're 16 and 10 against Eastern Conference opponents. And the other big thing is when they're favorite, they've won 67% of the time this season when they're favorite. So I like the Nets to get probably an 8 to 10 point win here and get us to cover and get us another win.
All right, James Clark here on the Nets laying 6 to 7. You got to check the numbers there, guys. The numbers all over the place. Of course, news with Harden. Of course, the Pistons A team that does get in the cover once in a while, but they've also had their share of getting blown out. They're a home team here, James. They're 7-12 straight up, 10-9 record here to the spread. But when you look at the Pistons past that 7 games, they're giving up past 5 games, they're giving up 47% shooting. Of course, with Harden coming to town, of course, Blake Griffin coming to town here against his former teammate, there'll be a little motivation there on that net side.
That's another reason I forgot to mention. I had it wrote down, forgot to mention. But I look for Blake. I look for a couple highlight dunks tonight. You know, if another good bet. If you want to go for his dunks, if you can bet them to get over 2.5 dunks, I really like that prop bet. I don't know if a lot of people can't bet that, some can, but I really like that bet as well.
All right, the Nets here, lane 6, 6.5, 7 guys. Shot for the best number in this one. James Clark here on the Brooklyn. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're just doing fantastic work here. 935 units of profit in the NBA. That is all documented. We got 11 games on the board here from the NBA. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, I'm still with the NBA tonight. I'm got a 5-pack NBA money stack. To look for, if you look at it, y'all, the last 3 days, I mean, I'm real hot right now. I've won 9 of my last 12 NBA games. If you've seen, I come on Wednesday, you know, I had 200 units profit, and then come back on Thursday, it went to 500, and back here on Friday, and it's at 900. I mean, it's a good time to jump on me right now. I'm hot in the NBA. Like Tony said, I went 4-1 yesterday. You know, jump on it, get today's package, and then upgrade to, you know, a 3-day, 7-day, or, you know, team me up with Tony or one of the other hot cappers. Chris is hot, Tony's. I mean, well, there's a lot of hot cappers out there right now. And I know every time I get to talk, I talked about that 2-for-1 capper, but, I mean, you can't beat it. You know, I ain't a real huge bettor, so I would want to look at something like that because it ain't that much money, and you get 2 cappers for a great price. And I'm telling you, we'll put money in your pockets. I mean, if you've been on me this week, like I said, I've won 9 of my last 12. I'd put some good money in your pockets this week. So grab me, Tony, or Chris, or one of us. And the baseball season's getting ready to start up. A lot of us are excited for baseball. I know I really am. So, jump on us, y'all, and we'll put some money in your pockets.
That's right. Get on board here with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the number here, 935 units of profit. That is all documented. Good time to get that long-term pass. You know, when you get that 7-day pass, it'll cover you 7 days NBA, but you get all 4 days upcoming here from the NCAA tournament. The Sweet 16 rounds, Saturday, Sunday. Elite 8, Monday, Tuesday. So a 7-day pass, a really good value right now. And then when you get the winnings, then make the upgrade to the long-term pass. Of course, that will get you the first week of baseball there from James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. And I know James is ready for baseball, as all the cappers here, as spring is here. Spring is sprung, and we're getting ready for a great season. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Thanks for pinch hitting. You were in a lot of fill-in roles, but again, you've been delivering the great results there at Pig Dogs Premium.
I appreciate you, Tony, and like I say all the time, anytime you need me, man, I'm, a message or a phone call away. I'm always here, buddy.
Yeah, we got James a lot on short notice, man. He's dedicated to the show and to the industry. James, have yourself a great weekend.
You too, Tony. Thank you, buddy.
All right, James Clark here on the drive-through. All right, we got Chris refreshed, back from his break. Add some calories, some carbs to get you through the rest of the show.
Some electrolytes. I was about to come back on. I realized a stain on my shirt from the ranch dip, so I had to go change that. But no, we're good. We're ready. We're for the second half, even though we're only 3 cappers in. I'm ready.
Yeah, 3 cappers in. We're ready to go. We need give them a little early break here to get the little carb reload. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-through and bring on Jovan Burts. Jovan, how's it going?
Man, everything's status quo over here. How about y'all, fellas?
All right, doing all right. So you got your Red Sox cap on, ready for a new season. You been following much of the spring training there with Boston?
Not really. I usually just everything's on the peripheral when it comes to preseason. Spring training. It's one of those things with spring training. You're not really gonna get a full glimpse of what these guys are doing. They might have a good, spring training and then shit the bed, for lack of a better term, and in the opener or the first few weeks. So it's just one of those things. They're just getting their feet wet. Today, Eduardo Rodriguez, he's not going to be the opening day starter. He has a dead arm or whatever. So, you know.
Yeah, it looks like Evaldi will take a look at their rotation here. They need they need to get some starting pitching up, no doubt. But we'll look here at tonight's action, Jovan. Pelicans, the host, the Nuggets. Nuggets here, 2.5-point favorite, total 231.5.
Yeah, so in this one, I'm on the Denver Nuggets. Now, the last time we saw them guys, they lost guys a lot of money. You know, they had a wire-to-wire smashing, or they got smashed. Got the doors absolutely blown off of them by 24 points to the Toronto Raptors. Now, in this one, 2 days later, it's a motivational spot. They were embarrassed. You know, they're 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games after losing by 10 or more points, and they're also 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 in games where they gave up over 125 points. Now, that's one thing. Another thing is that the team that they're facing tonight, New Orleans, they lost to these guys about 5 days ago on Sunday, and this is a revenge spot. No perfect spot for them. So, you know, on that end, they should come in here and get the win. Now, with New Orleans, it's defense not necessary for them. You know, it's not even optional. It's not necessary for them. They give up as much as the Nuggets actually average, which is 115 points. That's no good. Absolutely no good. They're thin on their rotation. They gave up JJ Redick to Dallas, and this is a perfect spot for the Nuggets to get some get back.
All right, we've got Jovan Burts here is going to be on the Denver Nuggets here, laying the 2.5 against the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, Chris, your thoughts here. Denver recently, when you looked at their losses, they really bounced back with a win and cover in recent games.
Yeah, this seems like a really good bounce back spot for a Denver team that, quite frankly, needs it after that loss to Toronto, like Jovan said. And you know, in New Orleans, for whatever reason, this team's got all the potential in the world. They still don't want to play much defense. My stronger lean here was towards the over, just because I could easily see both teams getting into the high 110s, low 120s here. But as far as the side goes, I'd be on the Denver Nuggets as well.
All right, agreement here on the Denver Nuggets here from Jovan Burts. This one will start at 8 Eastern time on NBA League Pass Channel. All right, Jovan, action tonight from the NBA, Sweet 16 Elite 8 as well, coming up this weekend, next 4 days. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, well, for tonight, I got my Take Flight Friday 3-pack going. Just on 3 NBA games, all totals. You know, you can catch that on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat's place. Baseball season's right around the corner, you know, so I'm gearing up for that. About to dig into that in the next week. Everything's always in focus with me. The things we have in hand right now, which is the NBA, NCAA basketball, but other sports that come up on the horizon, like Major League Baseball. I'm always taking a look at it, putting things in the mental storage, mental Rolodex, and I'll be in full gear for that. We got a bunch of games this is Sweet 16. We got a bunch of games on Saturday and Sunday. Get up for that. It's going to be a good weekend, fellas. Get up on it.
Yeah, get on board, guys, with Jovan Burts over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got his long-term passes up there, 3, 7, and 30-day pass. That's the best value. If you want to get his place tonight, get that one-day pass, take those winnings, make the upgrade to the long-term pass. We got 4 days of big-time hoops here from college basketball, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Sweet 16, Elite 8. Get the long-term pass. That saves you money. You want to save money? Get a subscription. That's the best value there at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next Monday here on the drive-thru.
Absolutely. Have a good weekend. Win, and see you on Monday.
All right, win and see you on Monday. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on with our coverage. Just a reminder, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. Help us build up our audience. We greatly appreciate that. More NBA here on the docket. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time to bring in Brian Bitler. You follow him every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show, and he also is part of that YouTube Premium, which we'll talk about towards the end of his segment. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bitler. He bookends the show here on the drive-thru. Let's get him here aboard. Like as I said before, we got a lot of cappers on the show. All right, Brian Bitler, how's it going?
I gotta say, I was expecting Rod Wacky next, and I was just sitting back in my chair, and then he said Brian Bitler. I'm like, oh, I better get back into mode here. I'm used to Zawacki going before me, but hey, I'm always ready to go. It's been a super week. It's going to be an awesome weekend. Great college basketball on the horizon, and my favorite morning on the weekends with all my favorite R's. So. And now I get to my other favorite R, Ruffolo here, so I'm in heaven tonight on Friday.
That's right, you're in heaven, and you got your junior sharp you're training under your wing there, Romanelli, on tomorrow. All right, let's get it started here. Here we go with the Lakers, the host, the Cleveland Cavaliers. No ESPN. This one's going to be on NBA League Pass channel. They moved the Hawks to ESPN and Warriors, but still, it's a bettable game. Lakers going to lay 3.5, total 207.5.
I know guys that listen to my picks, they probably think, man, this guy always fades the Lakers, and I don't always fade them. I mean, yesterday I did have the Sixers. That was a little bit square, but we got it done. And again, Lakers on a back-to-back spot. They're losers of 4 straight games. This line opened up at 5.5, all the way down to 3.5 right now currently. Lakers 10-14 against the spread at home this season. 3-7 against the spread last 10 versus teams with a winning percentage under 400. To me, all the signs point to the Cavaliers maybe even getting this outright win tonight, but I'm going to take the points for safety. It seems like the Lakers get everybody's best shot, kind of like the New York Yankees in baseball. Everybody brings their A game against Los Angeles Lakers. So take the Cavs plus the points and cruise to a victory.
All right, Brian here, Cleveland Cavaliers plus the 3.5. There are some 4s to do your shopping over here. As Chris, the Lakers just not getting much offense. You look with LeBron's abs, the Lakers near the bottom of the league in offensive efficiency.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence. I think we can all appreciate the obvious there, and you have to really start to wonder when the rest of the Lakers are going to step up and have some sort of sense of urgency as they're starting to fall in the standings. But again, the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. This is a playoff team that it's going to turn it on come April or May, whenever the playoffs starts. The Cavs are losing their last 3 games on the road by 12 points a game. But like I said, the Lakers aren't great defensively right now. And, on a back-to-back, this is where you're going to see undermanned rosters like the Lakers struggle. And I think that's what's going to happen here. I'm with Brian. I like the Cavs. I'm going to put a little bit on the money line, but I'll take the 3.5 as well.
All right, agreement here with Bitler here. Cavaliers plus the 3.5 against the LA Lakers. This one here on NBA League Pass channel, 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you have 470 units of profit past 7 days. You've been hitting it here. Big action tonight, NBA 11 games, some hockey, but tomorrow, the next 4 days, Sweet 16, Elite 8 coming right at us. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I mean, even if you go back 30 days, I got 738 units of profit and really heating up. Sundays have been hard for me. And if it wasn't for Sunday, man, I'd be right up the leaderboard. But I got my Pure Profit 3-pack. You can get that up until 8 p.m. tonight on the East Coast. 2 NBA games, 1 NHL game that I absolutely love. Get all 3 of them for $40 at pickdogs.com. But a great deal. Get that 2-for-1 capper deal. 7 days of me, Chris Ruffolo, Tony T, any one of the guys on the roster. I think you get 7 days for $229, 2 cappers at that 2-for-1 special.
That's right, 2-for-1 special right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, go back and take a look at that 30-day leaderboard where Ruffalo is sitting atop right now, holding the crown. But Brian Bitler making his move here, 738 units of profit past 30 days. He's been red hot over at Pig Dogs Premium. A good time to get on board. There's 1 day pass, but I'm telling you, get that long-term pass. You want to go 7 days, get locked in on this Sweet 16 and Elite 8 with a 7-day pass from Brian Bitler. Okay, that's the best value right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. Include all his NBA and his hockey. You can see the numbers there. Past 7 days, 470 units, but past 30 days, 738 units. That is all documented when you visit Brian Bitler's profile page. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. I know you're part of that YouTube Premium, that early and late. Why don't you let the audience know about it?
Yeah, for $30, you're going to get an extra play a day from me, Mitch, and Rod, plus a consensus play. But if you upgrade to that $50 package, you get that afternoon late action play from all the guys. And really, you can't go wrong. It breaks down to about 25 cents a pick. So if you're even a $50 game better, $25 game better, it's another tool for your tool belt. So make sure you check it out and sign up. One of the best deals of any site I've ever seen, and I've worked for a lot over the last 10 years.
Yeah, you can't beat that there. The AM, PM, that's a total of 8 premium picks there for a low price. Check it out over at actually find the description for the link in our description right below for the YouTube premium. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. We'll tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. 4 NCAA tournament games, 2 NIT, NBA hockey. You'll have it covered in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, Brian.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it right now. You know, I'm really liking that Creighton money line. It's almost plus 700 against Gonzaga. I know it seems far-fetched, but that's what I'm doing, dipping my toe in the water a little bit. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning. We're going to have some great conversation.
That's right, guys. Check out Brian Bitler in the mornings tomorrow, every day in the morning show. But tomorrow is a big one because we've got the Sweet 16 getting started. All right, Brian, have a great night. We'll talk with you on Monday.
See you Monday, my friends.
All right, Brian Bitler here on the drive-through. Let's continue on with our coverage, guys. Keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. It helps us out quite a bit. Helps us increase our audience. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. And it's time for Chris, front and center. Looks like you'll have the only hockey pick for the day. So let's go ahead and get that on the board here. Chris's game today will feature the Ducks of Anaheim as they're on the road to face the St. Louis Blues. Blues big favorites here, minus $2, total 5.5.
Yeah, and I think this is just a testament to how much the line movement for the NBA kind of swayed me away from the card today. But, I get why St. Louis is favored here. They're 2 years removed from winning the Stanley Cup, and then, side by side, talent-wise, with the better team here. But you look at this price of minus 200, and I think a lot of people agree that the only way to really get that price down is to bet the Blues on the puck line. The problem is that if you bet the Blues on the puck line this year, they are the second worst team in the NHL in terms of money lost on the puck line. And money lost, I think, is one of those underutilized statistics because, obviously we want to calculate our winnings, but you look at how much this team is burning you, and it's kind of going to sway you away. I mean, if you bet the Blues on the puck line every game this year, you're down $1,400. That's not good at all. It's 8-24 on the puck line this year. If you bet the Blues as a puck line favorite, they are the worst team in the league as a favorite on the puck line, 5-21. You'd be down $1,240. You look at the Ducks. The Ducks haven't done much of anything, but they're almost even in terms of a puck line profit. They're down about $7, but in the grand scheme of things, that's peanuts. 13-2 on the puck line on the road this year. That's almost unfathomable for a team that's struggled the way that Anaheim has. But for whatever reason, this team steps up. They play hard on the road. They play tight. I liked this play when it was a little bit cheaper. I saw it at minus 130 earlier this morning. But you know what? At minus 155, I think this is still a really, really good price. You can almost take this one to the bank. I think the St. Louis Blues, this is just a down year for the Blues. They're not the dominant team that we saw last year. And they were struggling in the bubble, and it's carried over to the regular season this year. I just think that, we're getting supreme value. We got it on the Ottawa Senators last night against Toronto. I think this is another spot where the plus 1.5 is going to hold some value for the Anaheim Ducks.
All right, Chris, your Anaheim Ducks puck line plus 1.5, minus 155 against St. Louis Blues. Laying a puck and a half with St. Louis this year, minus 12.5 units, as Chris has said. And the Blues past 5 games, Chris scoring just 1.8 goals a game.
Yeah, and last time I checked, to win by 2, you've got to score 2 goals a game, and that's not, that's just not happening, Tony. Like you said with the Blues, as good as this team is, they've got Ryan O'Reilly, David Perron, Braden Shen, Jordan Binnington in goal. They brought in, stars like Torrey Krug from Boston. This is a really good team, and the fact that they're struggling, the fact that they're middling out like this, it's not, it doesn't make sense, but that's hockey for you. Sometimes things don't make sense. Like the way that Anaheim, I think they're only have 10 wins this season, but this team's 13-2 on the puck line this year, and on the road. And it's just this team is battling, and they're either winning games outright, or they're taking teams to overtime or losing by a goal. This team's just falling short by that much, and it's just been for Anaheim, it's been the offense that's let them down. It hasn't been the defense. You've got John Gibson, who is still 6 or 7 wins. But half of those wins have come via shutout. So he's doing his job. It's just the offense that hasn't shown up. I think, Anaheim's offense has started to pick it up lately. I think they're going to be able to pick it up here against St. Louis. I think, like I said, I think the plus 1.5 holds a ton of value here.
All right, looking at a low-scoring one-goal game. I should say minus 12.5 units on the puck line this year for St. Louis at home. At home, those numbers are brutal this year for the St. Louis Blues. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you are just on fire. Right now, the reigning 30-day champ right now, holding the crown. You passed Ann, you blew away me. I think Mikkel was up there as well. 1,911 units of profit past 30 days. We got 11 NBA games, some hockey course, Sweet 16, Elite 8 right here on our doorstep. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
The names that you just mentioned, Tony, as well as all the cappers, I am honored to be at the top of the mountain for right now, and I am not taking it for granted, but I'm also number 2 on the 7-day leaderboard. So that's just telling you, this is no accident. These are sustained results, and we've got a bunch of stuff coming up this weekend. All the caps have talked about the subscriptions. I'm going to have my Sweet 16 Sledgehammer. This is rare. I rarely do this, but you're going to have picks in one package for both days of the Sweet 16. That's how much I love the games this weekend. We're going to put them all together for you and have those up for $50 for a 5-pack. Or, guys, we talk about the subscriptions. For an extra $29, you can get 3 days worth of picks for all sports. That's going to get you not only the Sweet 16, but the first day of the Elite 8, as well as hockey, as well as NBA, and or the 7-day pass. That's going to get you Elite 8, Sweet 16, maybe some Final Four in there. You're going to get baseball opening day, NHL, NBA. That's going to be some of your best value. How many things, Tony, can we really talk about? We've got the 2-capper deal. We've got the season passes for all the sports. We've got the YouTube premium show. Guys, the possibilities are endless. They're even growing more and more of how much you can make and how much you can find opportunity with us over at Pick Dogs. Go check it out. Find a capper you like, and let's put some cash in your pocket. Let's keep this winning rolling.
That's right. Keep this one here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, over 19 units of profit that is documented. He's killing it right now in college. I believe number 1 rated capper there as well. We've got long-term passes right now. We talked about the 7-day pass. That'll get you covered for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. Of course, and then you can renew it and get yourself covered for the rest of the tournament. And of course, we got baseball on the horizon. We got the 2-for-1 capper special. You want to go 7 days. You want to go with the 2 top dogs, McMorty and Ruffolo. That's a good 7-day pass there with a 2-for-1 capper. And you want to get on board here with the 7-day pass. NBA, college hoops, hockey. Of course, that will cover you there with at Pick Dogs Premium when you get that 7-day pass. You want to save money? Buy a subscription. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through, and it's time to show someone top. You've seen him top of the NBA leaderboards. That's Jeff Jeter. So let's go here and wire him in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll be looking at an NBA game tonight. Jeff, how's it going?
Doing well, Tony. Just spring's coming here, East Tennessee. Just ready to get into some action tonight.
Absolutely. We're looking here at a game tonight. The 8:30 Eastern Time NBA League Pass channel has the Mavericks to lay 1, total 225 against the Pacers.
Yeah, I'm still going to go ahead and take the over here between the Pacers and the Mavericks tonight. I know Luke is looking like he's probably going to be out for the Mavericks tonight, but even with that, I mean, the Pacers are 16-7 to the over on the road this season, and 6 to the over out of the last 7 games. And on the other side, looking here at the Mavericks, they are the 4th best in the league inside the arc, hitting 55.4% of their shots, and they're up against this Pacers team that's allowing 113.2 points per game, which is about middle of the road in the NBA defensively here tonight. I mean, I was kind of looking at it too, and when Luka has missed, he's only missed about like 3 games this year. One game did go like severely under with the Oklahoma City Thunder, but the other 2 have been right around that 225 and a half mark. So I still think there's just going to be enough offense. I think Indiana's going to obviously try to get up on this game tonight, and there's still the Mavericks' pace is still pretty decent. Where I still think these 2 teams can go over total here tonight. So take that over, and let's rock and roll with it tonight.
All right, Jeff Jeter here on over here. Pacers, Mavericks. Chris, Pacers, an overrun here of 12-4 to the over. The past 5 games, they're giving up 48% shooting, 118 points a game.
Yeah, I was going to say probably a lot of that overrun has to do with the Pacers being run over and giving up a lot of points. And we talk about the Mavericks and a lack of defense from Dallas on their best day, and I think that's what we have here. I think 225 is a gift. When this line first came out, and when the line wasn't even up, I thought this was going to be closer to 235. I thought it was going to be. I could see this game finish upwards of 240. But make no mistake, I think the Mavericks are the better team. They win this one by double digits, but I could see this one by get hitting 225 by midway through the fourth.
All right, Grimmy here with over 225 Pacers and Mavericks, and this one will start 8:30 Eastern Time. NBA League Pass channel will televise it. All right, Jeff, let's take a look over the board here over at Pick Dogs Premium. We see in numbers here nearly 700 units of profit in the NBA, 11-game card. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I do have the Fast Break Friday NBA Friday coming up this evening here. So it kicks off there at 7:30. Hurry on over, get those 5 picks from me. Definitely done pretty well here in the NBA here the last 30 days. 34, 21-1, 61% up for almost up to plus 1,100 there for you in the NBA. So be sure to grab my 5-pack tonight. I have plenty of picks this weekend as well. Of course, the NCAA tournament on Saturday and Sunday, right there complimented with my NBA picks. Be sure to grab them. Of course, I find a few bonus NASCAR picks racing on the dirt up here in Bristol this weekend. So definitely looking forward to that. So a lot going on with the website. Don't forget, pair me up with Tony, with Chris, Ruffolo, and anybody you've seen on the show, and whoever, any of the cappers on the website. Be sure to check out the 2-for-1 deal as well. So good luck this weekend, guys. Appreciate you having me.
All right, Jeff did here on the drive-thru. Get on board. You see the numbers here, nearly 700 units of profit. That is all documented. The long-term passes, we talk about great value here with the Sweet 16, Elite 8 covering a 4-day period. That 7-day pass is a good one to get. You get all of Jeff's plays from college basketball as well as the NBA. So get on board with Jeff Jeter over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Jeff, as always, great having the show. Have a great night. We'll talk to you at the end of the segment as we recap the picks. You might want to sign off and sign in. We got your statue. We got a statue of you right now.
Oh, okay, we'll do it.
All right, Jeff Jeter here on the drive in statue mode. All right, looking the Joe Flacco part.
He likes that pick so much he's stone-faced. He's calm, cool as a cucumber, man. There was no wavering on that pick.
We got your video back. All right. This is so that he is alive. Just so we know. There you go. I wanted to make sure he was breathing. He's doing fine, guys. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time to talk some World Cup qualifying over the weekend, and who better to help us out is Goran Kucar. Goran, how's it going?
Hey, Tony. Hey, Chris. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing great. All right, let's get into some action here as you're going to be looking at the Serbia-Portugal game here. We got the two-way lineup here with Portugal laying a half to a goal. Serbia the plus half and plus one. Total sits here at 2.5.
Yeah, I think that's the best game for tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a good one. Serbia has started these qualifications with a nice win against Ireland at home. They scored 3 goals, although their defense is not yet where it should be, and they conceded 2 goals. They were even losing in this game. But Serbia has a new coach for these qualifications. They have the new leadership in their soccer association, and they have a good, talented team. And alongside Portugal, I think they are the biggest favorites to win this group. While on the other side, you have Portugal. I gotta say that's one of the deepest teams I've seen in a while. They have at least 2 fantastic players that are playing in some of the biggest clubs in the world on each position, and they were playing against Azerbaijan on Wednesday, and you would expect they would score at least 5 goals in that game. But they won only 1-0, and that was by an own goal from Azerbaijan. Ronaldo alone has taken 8 shots in that game. He failed to score. Joao Felix did nothing. No substitutions they've put in. Nothing happened in that game for Portugal, and that has to come back somewhere, and I think it will come back in this game against Serbia. We are getting over 2.5 for plus money, and I'm taking that game because in each of the 6 games, between these two teams. Both teams have scored, and 4 of those 6 games went over 2.5, and I think we're going to see another one.
All right, Goran here with Serbia, Portugal, over 2.5 goals here, plus 100 as the defensive form is gone. This isn't the World Cup where you see Portugal, give up a goal with that great defense. It's not so great right now, I guess, Chris.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been. But you look at this game, and Goran's 100% right. I think it's either going to be Portugal or Serbia that wins this group, and I think that the Azerbaijan result was more of a look ahead spot from Portugal. They weren't taking Azerbaijan seriously. They were focused on this game against Serbia, and I think that I think that's why we only saw a 1-0 win from Portugal. Ronaldo can't do everything on his own. I think that's why we saw 8 shots on goal from him. But like Goran said, I do think we see a more concerted effort from Portugal here. I'm just trying to pull up the odds here because I'm trying to see if what the odds are on Portugal to win plus the over 2.5. Because I love the over here. They haven't lost. Portugal hasn't lost to Serbia in 2 decades, and I do think we're going to see a fair share of goals in this one. Because you can get Portugal and over 2.5 at plus 160. I think if you want to push it a little bit further, I think you can do that as well. But I definitely love the over in this one.
All right, Grimmy here with over Portugal, Serbia in this one. All right, Goran, a big action, and we got a lot of World Cup qualifying here for the weekend. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Absolutely. These qualifications have started on a Wednesday, and the results have been all over the place with favorites losing games. Spain couldn't beat Greece at home. Netherlands lost to Turkey, but we have a few good games for tomorrow, and I'm getting a nice 5-pack ready that will make you some money for sure.
All right, get on board here with Goran Kucar over at Pick Dogs Premium. World Cup qualifying this week, so get on board. And of course, they'll have a 5-pack for you over at Pick Dogs Premium. And of course, I know, Goran, you also are a contributor to Sports Chat Place with a lot of written content.
Yeah, a lot of free picks are coming up daily on Sport Chat Place, and they'll keep coming because there's no break from soccer, not even through the summer.
No, not through the summer. All right, Goran, have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks. Enjoy your weekend, guys.
All right, Goran Kucar here on the drive-through. All right, guys, we'll continue here. I've got a pick coming up. Before we do, I just want to remind you guys, if you miss any of our picks, be sure to stay tuned. At the end of the show, we'll recap every one of them. And, of course, don't forget those thumbs or those likes. We greatly appreciate that. All right, we're going to cover here. Get you the game 1 of this ESPN doubleheader. As I've got the Celtics and Bucks as my pick for the show. So let's go ahead and bring up the game information. Bucks laying 6, total 235. And for my pick here, I'm going to go ahead and take the Celtics here at plus the 6. Those Celtics, well, they did cover in that last game. It was kind of a wild finish, wild game there. As Bucks were not able to get enough separation on Boston at the end. Milwaukee has failed to cover 6 of their past 9. And, of course, Celtics, look at their shooting form, is pretty good at 47% from the floor, 39% from the 3. The Bucks, well, they do have a losing spread record on the campaign. And one thing to note is they're having struggles here defending the three-point line where they're allowing 37% from beyond the arc. Celtics a good three-point team. Let's get them under this number here. Let's play Boston here at plus the 6. All right, Chris, your thoughts here. We can pass the trade deadline. Everybody can relax if they're on the same team. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, everybody can relax. I think these were 2 of the teams that actually made, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they made any moves. I think they kind of stood pat with what they had. But you know what? I think you're bang on here, Tony. I think Milwaukee, for whatever reason, just can't get over the hump against the Celtics, and we kind of joked about it with Al McMorty the other night. But it just seems that maybe Boston knows how to battle the Bucks, and this could be an entertaining playoff series if we end up seeing it. I think this is going to come down to the wire as well. I think keeping this number at 6, they're almost begging you to take the Bucks just to say that, well, you know what, maybe this is the time that Milwaukee gets over the hump, like I said, but I still don't see it. I'm taking the Celtics as well with the points.
All right, Grimmy here with Celtics plus the 6 against the Milwaukee Bucks. Hey, I have a 3-pack right now. We're at Pig Dogs Premium. I also have the long-term passes at 3, 7, and 30-day pass. So look me up over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here on the show. And this is the time of the show where we go ahead and recap the picks from today's show, as we got Jeff Jeter join us here on this segment. We all got started off with Joe Duffy. He was on the Jazz laying the 9.5 against the Grizzlies. Joe D'Amico, Magic plus the 9 against the Trailblazers. James Clark, Nets minus 6 against the Pistons. Jovan Nuggets minus 2.5 against the Pelicans. Brian Bitler, Cavaliers plus 3.5 against the Lakers. Chris Ducks, the puck line, plus 1.5 goals at minus 155 against the Blues. We got Jeff here on Pacers Mavs over 225. Goran, World Cup qualifier, Serbia, Portugal over 2.5 goals, a return plus 100. Yours truly, the Celtics plus the 6. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
You know, I said it there. I'm going to stick with Goran with that Serbia Portugal over 2.5. I could easily see us getting to 3 goals there, no problem, at even money.
All right, let's go over to Jeff Jeter. Jeter, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Definitely love the Cavaliers against the Lakers tonight. I mean, I know it's probably pretty popular, but, I will definitely be sprinkling a little bit of money line in there this evening. So I like Cavs over the Lakers tonight.
All right, I like Jeff's pick here. Pacers, Mavs over 225. Pacers 12-4 to the over, not playing defense. I know Doncic is a questionable here for this game, maybe even doubtful, but I still see this one going over 225 between Pacers and the Mavericks. All right, that'll do it for another edition of the Drive-Thru. We're back here Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Elite 8 action by then, so a good time to tune in. Of course, it all gets started every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Rod Zawacki, you got Mitch, you got Brian Biller, and of course on weekends, Ron Romanelli will be on the show, so tune in then. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the cappers from tonight's show. Let's give a wave off to everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you Monday at